I'm just making a quick video to do with counters. Yeah, I know it's taking a video of my screen, but I just want to do this quickly and not have to edit two things together because I'm going to run the program as well. Now this is assignment 2B, where they said you have to ask the user to input a number, and that's going to be the grid size that you're going to print off stars. So I'm just going to I've got my program open. It's going to quit. It's going to run it, and so there it just tells me please enter the stars grid size and press 0 to quit. So I want it to be 8. Then it's going to print an 8x8 grid, and you can do that for anything. You can do a huge one, you can do just one, and if I say 0 it prints quitting, and then it's finished. So basically how this piece of code works is I first had to declare an integer of the side that the user is going to input, and I'm going to use 2 counters. So the first thing I said, okay, I want to print, okay, because I'm saying the grid size, so I mean it's going to be like an 8x8 grid or 1x1 grid. I have to do 2 things. I have to make it write stars across a row, and then stars, and repeat that row of stars for as many times as the side is. So say now I entered 3, I'd like it to print 3 stars, and then repeat that process of printing 3 stars 3 times. So just print 3, print 3, print 3, 3 times. So these are two loops that I used. I said for j equals 1, j is less or equal than the side, and I incremented with 1 each time. You could also have said j equals 0 and then j is smaller than side, but the thing is, yeah, so from the start, I'll get to that later, I said to print a line firstly and say enter the stars grid size and 0 to quit. And then the user is going to enter something. I'm going to scan that as integer and assign it to the side. And then I started my first counter. And then I have a nested for loop. So I'll immediately just jumps over to this. I'll get back to that. So I is equal to 1, smaller equal to side, and is plus each time with 1. So it's going to print 1 star and a space. Then say now the user inputted the number 3, then the side is going to be 3. So that thing is going to be a 3. So firstly I is 1, it prints 1 star, then it's done, then it increments I with 1, and now I is equal to 2. Is 2 still less or equal to 3? Yes. Then it prints another star in a space. Then it goes back again. Is 3 less or equal to 3? Yes, it's equal to 3, so it prints a star in a space, and then increments again. Is 4 less or equal to 3? No, it's bigger. So then it breaks out of this and it prints a line. So yeah, from this now I'm going to speak about this loop. So it's the same thing, just with the j that I'm using as a counter. So j is equal to 1, and then it's going to do this entire thing while it's less than side. So after it has printed 1 row of 3, it's going to increment, is going to reach the end of this for statement, increment the counter with 1, and now it's going to be 2. And then it's going to start this whole thing again, print another 3, reach the end, increment the counter with 1, and now it's going to be 3. J is going to be equal to 3. That's still less or equal to than 3, so it's going to print another line of 3 stars. Then it's going to reach the end, increment the counter with 1, and then it's going to be 4, and that is not less than or equal to 3, so it's going to have then terminate, and yeah, so it's going to reach the end of this do statement. So I said this do statement because by definition a do statement is where you tell the program to run this piece of code and then check if the condition is true. If the condition is true, it will do this whole thing again. How did I do that? And yeah, so it's going to do this entire process, and afterwards, if side is equal to 0, then yeah, then it's going to quit. You could have also done, I'm gonna do this. You could have also said while the side is not equal to 0, and I started by saying side is equal to 1, and then say while side is not equal to 0, which it isn't because I said it's 1, and then I start this entire thing, and then obviously the side is going to get a new value because the user is going to input a side and it's going to do this entire thing. And then it's just going to keep asking for you to enter the star grid until you say 0, and then you can quit the program. Just going to run it again so you can see. So I'm saying I want it to be an 8 by 8, and then if I say 0, it quits. So yeah, that's about it.